Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky.
Good morning.
I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky.
You are too.
I had a coach of ours reach out to us, Berta, and she said, you all have been doing some remarkable things as of late. And I just want to say that is the compounding result of mindset work.
Yeah. And what I've noticed is a lot of the things that we've been excelling at lately have been very quick. So from the decision of this is something that I would like to try, this is something I would like to experience, this is something I would like to do, to the preparation, the practice, to the performance of it, it's been really something that's kind of blown my mind, because in the past it would be like, I don't even want to get into it.
That would take 10 years.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into it because the learning curve, the
mountain seems too big.
Yes.
For example, it's not that Jason and I are phenomenal athletes. We're definitely not phenomenal dancers. We're not phenomenal. I mean, we're getting ready to.
I think we are extraordinary. The thing is, I'm over 50.
And I'm 49.
So we're in a point in life where it's like, we have to pick what we want to do. And then when we want to do it, it needs to be meaningful and exciting, but also it can't take us, like it can't drain us. It has to be one of those things that's like, okay, well, how are we going to move through this process?
I mean, for example, we decided we were going to enter an international ballroom dance competition. And in 3 months, we did that.
Yeah.
We learned 5 Latin dances. 5 Latin dances. Yeah. That's pretty incredible when you think about that.
It's really incredible for me.
We decided we were going to enter a North American National Championship water ski tournament. Yes. 10 days prior.
That's crazy. So not having been on skis.
And not have been qualified.
Yeah.
So we not only qualified, we learned the course. We did a lot in those 10 days.
And never having seen a course until we got to the competition.
And sometimes in life, we overestimate what we can get done in a day. I kid you not. I sometimes write out my to-do list and I'm like, I'm going to write a book today and I'm going to get my screenplay for my movie. And then I'm going to do the toilets. I'm going to do a marathon.
Vacuum through the windows.
Clean the entire house.
Wash the dog.
Rebuild the dog.
Take the dog to the vet.
Yes. And I have like 10 people to call, write 50 letters, plan a party. Like I seriously come up with way too many things that I'm going to do in a day. But when I get lasered in on what it is that I want to do, I often amaze myself. And I'm not being narcissistic. I am not being grandiose here. What I'm trying to say is that we underestimate the power that is within all of us.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And one thing I like to think of is all the work that we've done in that growth mindset, in that performance mindset over the last 10 years. And really, it's over the lifetime. So, because about 10 years ago, we started dissecting what were the moments in life where we felt like we were just high performance, life was great, we felt like we were living lucky, like all the things, we were hitting on all cylinders. And then what were the moments where we weren't? And when we found the best parts of life, we said, how do we get more of that? Because we are extraordinary people. We were built for extraordinary things.
Not just Jason and I.
Right.
When
people,
he says
people
we,
in general.
He is including we as a collective.
Yes. People in general we are amazing beings.
And we were created to be amazing.
Yes, and to have an extraordinary experience of life, but we don't take that time to look at, well, what creates that? Like, how do we embody that, and how do we make those daily decisions? And when we looked at that and we started getting into that growth mindset of performance and just thought process of what are we thinking, what are we feeling, and what are we doing, then when we understand that, instead of just being busy like you often talk about, then we get to start making better decisions and living towards that next level of ourselves, and being the person that we, in the back of our mind, we think about being and that we want to be. And then we get to experience that being and move into that. And there's a compounding effect of awareness that lends into that you don't even recognize, because you are becoming instead of being busy.
I also feel that as we have really focused on learning mindset tools, they start to become an unconscious habit of ours.
Oh, so big.
And we don't realize how they have become who we are until we put them to the test.
Yeah.
And as of late, we have been really putting them to the test. For example, this week, we are emceeing a big event. We are emceeing the Good Stuff Awards.
So
now,
exciting.
Jason and I have never emceed an event. We don't know what we're doing. However, we've decided to put ourselves outside our comfort zone, and we have given ourselves the permission to show up imperfectly because there's an authenticity there. We are doing our homework. We are learning about the companies. We are going to do our best.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's things.
And what do you want from an MC? You want someone that's excited.
Yes.
You want someone that is community oriented, that brings the energy and entertainment.
And those are things we can control.
And those are things that we value.
Those are feelings. Those are states of mind that we can put ourselves in those states.
And
we can put ourselves in a state of enthusiasm. We can put ourselves in a state of excitement and fun.
And that's kind of what living, like, that's a feeling of living lucky. Like, and it's the Good Stuff Awards. Like, living, if you feel like you're living lucky, you feel like you are the good stuff, and you get the good stuff, and you make the good stuff. You know, it's one of those, like, it's a good fit. It's a perfect fit.
And also,
it makes sense.
I know.
Right.
We're not promoting the event right now. We're talking about mindset, though.
I know. I love it.
And the reason that we have agreed to do this is that we have the confidence to know that we can control the controllables, and what we can't control, we know that we will be able to handle.
Yes.
Because we have the tools.
Because initially those tools are just something that you're doing, and then they become something that you're being. Like, it's just the natural state of Eunice. Eunice.
I
Who
know.
is Eunice? Where is she? Different Eunice. This is Youness.
I got you the first time.
Hey, Eunice, get over here, Eunice.
Now, why did you automatically put Eunice as this old woman with no teeth?
Because I remember,
like, you covered your case.
So growing up in a very small town, and then going to my grandparents' house in Georgia, when we would go to church, I feel like there were like 3 or 4 Eunices in the back pews or on the front. Like,
you don't
spread
meet
out.
very many babies named Eunice.
You really don't.
Or I haven't, at least.
But I feel like in that old Baptist, it's Calvary Baptist Church. I remember the name of the church because it was like this really small, in the middle of the field church. And I feel like there had to be 5 or 6 Eunices in there. And you could go to their house and get some peach cobbler, some pecan pie, and some sweet tea.
Some pecan. Not pecan, pecan pie.
Yeah, but becoming more of who you are, but it's about who are you becoming? Are you becoming the busybody, or are you becoming the person that is constantly evolving and building into that mindset of the better version of you. And that's what we've been doing. And that's what we help our clients do. That's what we help our friends do and the people that hang around us on a regular basis.
It's just really interesting how, as of late, we have really been able to measure.
Yeah, it came into clear focus in this competition when 10 days ago you said, hey, I signed up for the USA Nationals ski competition. And I was like, I'm sorry, you did what? Like, we haven't been in the boat in almost 2 years. I don't know if it runs. I need to call someone and get a mechanic to the dock and say, just get it going, make sure everything's perfect, because we need to be skiing tomorrow. If you've entered a competition where you're competing, we need to get you on the water and get you in a ski, and then also look at what all this looks like. And in 10 days, you competed, and you competed well.
I did. I came in fifth in the slalom.
And you placed in trick.
Sixth in the trick. He says placed. That was actually the last place, but that's okay.
But there were only 6 competitors in the trick. So
yes. At any rate, so I guess what we're saying is sometimes mindset, we think, gosh, I'm doing all this reading. I'm listening to Jana and Jason's podcast. I've hired a coach and I'm not seeing the results. Stick with it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep showing up. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep believing in you. Believe in the people around you. Believe in your circumstances and believe that a higher power is working through you, for you, and always in your favor. And do the work. Do the work within. Start working with those limiting beliefs. Release them and start filling yourself with more empowering beliefs. And the more that you do that, the more that you will start finding yourself in situations, circumstances, in international competitions, and you think, how did I get here? And not only how did I get here, how did I compete at this level, and how proud I am of myself. Look how far I've come.
Yeah, and even if it's not an international competition, it might just be in daily life where you feel yourself and you see yourself with the right opportunities, the right people, and all the right resources coming to you so that you feel like you're living lucky every moment of every day.
Thanks for joining us.
Keep living lucky.
Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.